Shugor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Katanat social welfare jong ke Sorkar Jilla harengkat ke Jingïalang bat katanat Pulit bat ki bor Pynduhjait district jong ke East Khasi Hills mentaka sngi ke hanyau trik ujelleu arajar arpusau kila Pynlong de ke Jingïalang haka jing sedang kumno ban Pynduhjait yu Droks haka jing don lang ki dekat ke Village Defence Party ki MLA bat MDC harengkat ki nongelam jong ki dorbar Shnong ki bahapok ke Shatri jong ke Greater Shnong area State Convention Center Shnong. Haba keren kilat patai kubor na kalyang menteri katanat social welfare ba pol lingdo uloong baka Jingïalang kalong ka ba saiso bat ka badan jingkermen namar baka Sorkar kala persyang ban petho iki jaka ki badan ka Jingïadei ha ka baya ka jingjurep lada ban le lingba ka jingkersan jong ki dorbar Shnong ba pher ula pentip ru ba kila don hadu hunru phongut tam kirang ba Shnong gi bala shim benta ba dia ka ni ka jing temu an pen poiru shikiwei pat ki district namar menta ka sngi sedang i ka Jingïalang hanong ba Shlong. Ula pentip susu, baga Sorkar kala perkat ban penboni ki bawar Pulit daga pas sedang nadu ki Shnong ki tau ki ban yarap ki Pulit. Ban hagi ni ki sngi ka pan isyai ba ki dorbar Shnong ru ki don ke jingshania ka bajor ya ka ka baga Sorkar ka persyang ban yo lum. Nolor ba pol hagi ni ka sngi lai don langru Ushakil P. Ahmed, Additional Chief Secretary, Sampat Kumar, Principal Secretary Social Welfare Department, I.W. Ingti, Secretary Social Welfare Department, jong ka Sorkar Jilla, Kong Ida Shisha Nongrang, Director General of Police jong ka Jilla bat kiwei.
Regarding this consultative
any
meeting.
resolution, Bapol, being adopted after this consultative meeting?
Yeah, the meeting was very fruitful, very productive, and very positive. We tried to identify certain areas of convergence, which we have done successfully, with the active support of various Dorbar Shnongs. And today we had close to more than 60 Dorbar Shnongs of Greater Shnong areas first. And this initiative will also be taken to other districts. But the beginning has been made today, where we have started with the Dorbars of Greater Shnong area, primarily because we'd like to start from the state capital, where there is high concentration of trafficking and drug abuse. So the first initiative that the various stakeholders have agreed upon is the reconstitution of the village defense parties, which have been active in combating crime, especially in the rural areas. But in the context of controlling drug menace and the spread of narcotics, today we have decided that the various Dorbar Shnongs would prepare themselves to constitute these VDPs. To begin with, we have to start by revisiting the various rules that have last been framed in 2008. So it has been a long time gap, and we would certainly need to update those rules in view of the growing and changing challenges. So the other important, we have clearly taken the inputs from the Dorbars and indicated a timeline of 3 weeks to a month within which they will submit their various proposals for the amendment of the rules, so that once those amendments are agreed upon, the various Dorbar Shnongs will start organizing the VDPs, which will assist the home police and also the government in combating drug menace at the locality grassroots level. Number two, we have also decided that copies of the latest laws and rules, like the PITS NDPS, will be circulated to these Dorbar Shnongs, and we will then elicit their views and opinions and suggestions on improving those rules. The third was, we have also decided that the elected representatives, MLAs and MDCs of the entire state, beginning with this exercise which we started today, will be covered in the consultation process, because we would like the convergence mode to ensure the success of the DREAM project. So those were the fundamental major decisions taken.
So what kind of training will be given to these VDPs?
As I said, we will be receiving suggestions from the Shnongs. We will then familiarize them with the basic amenities, facilities and training that is required. We'll also familiarize them with the basic rules that govern the functioning of VDPs and also the laws of the land that govern the control and reduction of drugs and narcotics.
Paul, in today's discussion, we've witnessed that many of the Dorbars, what they have suggested is that they've seen that VDPs have no authority or they can't even take action once they apprehend the peddlers or anyone involved in drugs. So the authority given to them is very weak, hence they find it's of no use. So do you think that with
How will you empower the VDP?
Which is why we are revisiting those rules. We will ensure that these VDPs become the foot soldiers of the law enforcing agencies, and together they will assist us in identifying, especially in the hotspots, potential drug traffickers, and with their support we should be able to eradicate the menace from India.
Is there any plan to have more VDPs so that this balance can happen?
Absolutely, that's the whole purpose of the meeting. The purpose of the meeting is for us to have enough manpower, starting from the locality level, to assist the police in trying to combat the menace of drugs. And that will only happen with the support of the community. I have been advocating a community-oriented approach, and today the participation of so many Dorbar Shnongs is a proof that they have faith in what we are trying to achieve, and I'm very, very happy with the outcome of the meeting.
To what extent has the implementation of the SPIT and DPS helped in the curbing or eliminate this drug
You
menace?
will be seeing results very soon, because now the cases of the repeat offenders have already gone from the Home Department and they are being forwarded to the advisory board. So this, I will update you once we get further information on the cases.
So
during the course of discussion, what are the gaps, what are the discussion inputs given by the Dorbar Shnongs? If you can just state them, some notable ones.
See, the major area where we need to build is there is a trust deficit as far as the laws are concerned. They feel that the laws are too weak, or they are not supportive of our enforcement agencies. So, which is why we are circulating copies of the relevant laws to also solicit ideas and opinions from the various stakeholders.
So there was a suggestion that was given that the government needs to work more on giving more time to the police to handle or investigate, because in 60 days time, but in between that there are relatives that come and say that they'll bail them out they'll take them to de-addiction centers. So how is the government going to work about on this?
Yeah, we have taken that suggestion very seriously. We will certainly follow this up. A meeting of the DREAM, we at the level of the Deputy CM in charge home, will be held. And the other aspect is that we need to strengthen our convergence, because this affects not just home police and social welfare, but it also involves the community, it involves the health department, it involves the home police department. Various agencies are involved in tackling this problem. It's a multi-dimensional and very complex problem which we are very concerned about and we are serious in eradicating.
Paul, there has been a lot of concern regarding the loopholes in the NDPS Act. because police many times they say that it's very difficult to seize. Even to seize drugs also you need witnesses, you need so many things. So what is the mind of the government? Will you propose the amendment to really make this NDPS Act effective?
The second part of the discussions, apart from the VDPs, is how do we tighten the noose around people who are violating the laws of the land, people who are engaged in trafficking, and that will only happen when we tighten and strengthen the laws of the land. So, which is why we have decided to solicit the opinion of the Shnongs also. Them come up with suggestions, and we also have the law department, which will be vigorously engaged in the process of reframing those rules.
But don't you think that the people who will have to take action regarding NDPS?
The DGP has been invited to all these meetings, and the mission director of DREAM is also the secretary of Home Police. That itself shows that there is already convergence. So we only need now to further, because as Secretary Home is also Secretary Law. So these various departments are already involved in the process.
Bapol, Meghalaya has become a destination of drugs. Earlier it was a route, now became a destination. How serious is the problem?
Well, as you can see from the attendance today and the figures that we have quoted, it certainly is becoming a major threat to society. It in fact has the potential of destroying society, which is why we have been sitting repeatedly, and today the session lasted for more than 4 hours, showing the level of seriousness with which we take this problem.
What is your target, Bapol, to eradicate drugs and make the society drugs free? What is the target?
If you go through our DREAM mission statement, everything is already articulated there, and that articulation shows the view, the approach of the government, and the seriousness with which this program is taken, which is why at the state level we have the DREAM state mission, which is chaired by the Chief Minister of the state.
But still, what is the target?
The target is to make Meghalaya free from narcotics.
When is the target?
We're trying to achieve it as soon as possible. We'll need you to also be proactive, write more about the good things that we are doing.
Bapol, we have seen the department have come up with the data of over 2 lakhs of drugs users in Meghalaya. But is there any study being conducted by your department regarding drugs users who have died because of drug use?
You talking of the mortality figures?
Yes.
Yeah, those are available, but I don't have them right now.
But how serious is this?
It is serious. As was narrated by one of the Shnongs, there were cases of fatality even in remote villages. So it is certainly a major challenge to Meghalaya.
Bapol, we have spoken to the health minister regarding whether the government can exercise its mind to include for financial aid, to include this treatment for drug user in the MHIS. But the reply from the health minister is not, it's negative. But the thing is that, Bapol, is your department also concerned about hepatitis B and C?
Yes.
Drugs users, they are affected by these 2 major problems. So, will your department ensure that treatment of hepatitis B and C is included in MHIS? Set aside treatment for drug addicts.
As I mentioned, the problem is multidimensional. A separate meeting will be held with the health department, okay? And we will take this up at the level of the minister itself, and we will visit those grey areas which you have pointed out.
Regarding this OTS treatment,
What is
Opium substitution therapy treatment given to the injecting drug users.
yes?
So how is the response here in the state?
I think you must have witnessed that there was a presentation today on all the facts and figures are available, and we will be holding a separate meeting with the health department to specifically address these issues and concerns. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.